This question says that it was recently estimated by the pound that unregistered dogs outnumber registered ones by about 8 to 5. If there are a total of 2,054 dogs, about how many of them are registered? So right away, we can see that there's a ratio here. The ratio of unregistered dogs to registered ones is about 8 to 5. So we're going to start with that part of our ratio. Next, we're going to read the question part. So it says, if there are a total of 2,054 dogs, about how many of them are registered? So our goal is to find out how many registered dogs there are, but it's not actually telling us about registered or unregistered ones. It says there's a total of 2,054 dogs. So we're going to have to go back to our original ratio there, and we're going to extend it, and we're going to make it a ratio of 3. So if we look there, we have 8 unregistered dogs for 5 registered dogs. So altogether in that ratio, there would be 13 dogs. So we're actually going to write the ratio unregistered to registered to total, which gives us 8 to 5 to 13. Now, when we are talking about our total of 2,054 dogs, we know that it should go on the end there because it's total dogs and 13 is total dogs. So we're going to put 2,054 underneath the 13. So next we have to figure out what did we multiply 13 by to get 2,054. So if we're at 13 and we're trying to multiply by something to get 2,054, when we're trying to figure out what we're multiplying by, that's dividing, right? So like for example, if I wanted to know 5 times what equals 20, one thing I could do would be go 20 divided by 5 gives me 4. So 5 times 4 gives me 20. So I'm going to take 2,054 and I'm going to divide by 13. So that gives me 158. So that means to keep my ratio equivalent, what I need to do is multiply each of the original in the ratio by 158 to get the equivalent ratio that we're trying to find. So now that I've got my ratio, which just to remember is unregistered to registered to total, would be 1,264 to 790 to 2,054. Now I'm going to go back to the original question and try to answer it. So it says, if there are a total of 2,054 dogs, about how many of them are registered? So I'm looking for the registered dogs. Well, registered dogs is the number in the middle. So there are 790 registered dogs. So that's how we would solve that question, again using equivalent ratios. As always, if you need help with anything, feel free to contact me.